This video is going to be full of value because I'm going to be breaking down my entire workout program that I perfected over 3 years of doing weighted dips. This program is designed to give you God level dip strength while also preventing injury. And this 3-day per week workout plan got me to doing a 115 kilogram dip and also doing 4 dips with 100 kilograms. And all of this at the body weight of just 66 kilograms and also just at the age of 16 years old. So I'm confident that I can break this shit down way better than any other overrated fitness influencer. So let's get into it, shall we? The first day of this 3-day workout plan is going to be mainly focused on getting your 1 rep max and also for maximizing volume in today's workout. So the first thing you will do in today's workout is that you will test your 1 rep max, or we call it the 1 set of 1 rep. So you do a proper warm-up. I haven't recorded a video on how to warm up for dips. I will probably do that in the near future. But what you should mainly focus on is on warming up your shoulders, your rotator cuffs, triceps, chest, and mainly, most people skip this part, your back. Because that's what keeps you stable on the dip bars whilst holding the weight. After that, you are going to do some body weight dips and then you are going to start stacking the weights. Maybe your dip PR is 50 kilograms. What you are not going to do is that you are not going to load up your body weight, 20 kilograms, 40 kilograms, 50 kilograms. No, those are just 3 jumps. You want to also maximize strength whilst doing this. You should treat this like a set. So what you do is that you do like 20 kilograms, 35 kilograms, and then you add just 5 kilograms on each and every set. So 35 kilograms, 40 kilograms, 45 kilograms, and 50 kilograms, that's your PR. If you hit 50 kilograms, what you are going to do is that you are going to grab one of these plates, the 1.25 kg plate, load that shit on, and try to do that again. If you hit it, awesome, add another one of these small plates, do it again, because we really want to push you to your limits for your 1 rep max. Because the most optimal rep range for training strength is literally doing 1 rep. But it's quite inefficient, that's why we only do that on this day. After you fail one of your sets, you are going to stop increasing the weight and load up just about 60% of your 1 rep max. And with this one, you are going to do 4 sets of 5 reps of dips. This is called your back off set. So after you've done the main movement, the dip, really hard for 1 set, you are going to decrease the weight and just do 5 reps for 4 sets. Also a quick tip, what you should do at the end, when you finish the last rep, is that you should do some scapula work. That's what I call it, because it's probably really hard if you have a correct form on dips to keep your posture correctly. So that's why when you finish the last rep, you are going to do something like this. You are going to do a couple of shrugs. I literally do like just 5 and then I just jump off from the dip bars. This is really good to drill in that posture. Or if you don't want to do reps, like your shoulder cracks is not really good for your shoulder blades and scapula. So you just hold it there in the correct posture for a couple of seconds. And these reps should be pretty light. You should keep the RPE from 6 to 8. What RPE is the rate of perceived exertion. If you are hearing this term for the first time, it is essentially how close out of 1 to 10 you got to failure. So 10 is failure, you wouldn't be able to do even half a rep after that. 5 is like mid, like yeah, you have like maybe 5 reps in reserve and stuff like that. Now the first support exercise of today's workout. Support exercises are exercises that are not the main movement, like dips, but complement it. This is really good for extra strength and also to prevent injury. Because if you do just the dips and no support exercises, you are going to have big front delts, big triceps and big lower chest, but other muscles on the shoulder are going to be lacking, mainly on the shoulder. This is where you get most of your injuries. So you really need to build that mass. Although in dips you only use the front delt, a little bit of the side delt, pretty much none of the rear delt, you still need to build those muscles and also similar muscles. Because tricep isn't just one tricep, there are 3 heads and you really want to build all 3 of them. That's why you do support exercises. And the first support exercise is going to be close grip bench press. This is my favorite support exercise for dips, because I really like the bench press. I've been only benching for like 6 months and I already became the national champion. So I bench quite often and that complements my dips. And for the close grip bench press, you should do 4 sets of 5 to maybe even 10 reps. Why do I put this range of 5 to 10? It is because this workout plan is supposed to have some freedom in it. I'm not going to give you specific reps like, whoa, 6 reps, do 6 reps. I'm going to tell you, do from 4 to 8 reps. Because on some days, when I usually feel weaker, I load up less weight and I do more reps, or when I want to like really drill in the movement, or when I'm feeling like really strong, I have a lot of pre-workout in me, I slap on a ton of weight and just do 5 reps. So I'm keeping this up to you. And now the last support exercise of today's workout is going to be bar dips. This is really good because it puts your shoulders in a different movement than in the dips. It's really important to go really deep, because some people whilst doing bar dips, they only go like to their belly button or to their like middle of their abs, but you should really go and touch your chest. So you really need to like L-sit forward, if you know what I mean, and touch that chest. And you should do this from 8 to 12 reps and keep it at RPE 6 to 7. This should be really light. Now, the second day, this is going to be mainly focused on pure raw power. That's why we are going to start with something that nobody talks about on the internet, and this is something that I invented, and it is the protocol, the science-based protocol actually, to building absolutely humongous strength. Because as I said previously, the most efficient rep range of building strength and not that much muscle, it is to do 1 or 2 reps. Literally that's it. But it takes way too much time to take like 10-minute rest breaks if you really want to make it RPE 10 like as hard as possible. That's why you are going to do special type of dips for 3 sets. I'm going to show you a video exactly how it works. So, as I'm explaining right now, you load on like pretty much 90% of your 1 rep max, 85 to 95% of your 1 rep max. You go onto the dip bars and you do 1 rep. If you can, and you know that you can, you do a second one. But you probably can't do the third one. You should load up enough weight that you can't do the third one, like you can only do 2. Then you are going to step away from the dip bars, shake your hands off, and wait around 10 seconds. This is something that you really need to learn. This is going to take a couple of weeks to a couple of months to really perfect it. To know how much close you are to reaching RPE 10. Because you don't want to shake your hands off, wait for like 2-3 minutes and do that again. You really want to specifically aim on that spot where you know you are going to finish the rep, but it's going to be really hard. So then after you do the 3rd rep, you're going to go shake your hands off again and then wait enough time, as I said previously, to do the 4th rep, and it's going to be really tough. And when you finish this, it's going to take like 5 minutes for this set. So a 5-minute set, like, whoa, that's a lot. But if you take into comparison, doing 5 sets of 1 rep with a 3-minute rest break in between, which isn't enough if you are doing like really hard, you acknowledge that would take around 15 minutes. So 5 and 15 minutes is a big difference, and this is how you save time. This is the main thing that you do in today's workout, and you repeat this 3 times. And obviously keep it at RPE 10. Now after that you are going to take a rest break obviously, and you are going to do 3 sets of 5 reps of super deep dips. And maybe even pausing at the bottom, and you should keep this at RPE 8 to 9. So really intense. So you just go really deep, shoulder to bar almost, as deep as you can. You pause there for a second, and then you explode up, and you do this for 5 reps. Now, my next favorite support exercise. You are going to do this one for 6 sets. It is going to be crazy hard. And also for 6 reps, so 6 by 6. This is ring dips. Ring dips are probably the best support exercise for dips. Because the first time I jumped on the rings, what was it, like a year of working on my weighted dips, my hands were shaking. Like crazy, absolutely crazy. I couldn't even stand on the rings. And I finally started doing some dips. The best support exercise for dips are ring dips because it builds stability. And it also builds a lot of strength because it activates your stabilizer muscles. This is what I talk about on my channel and on videos how to maximize your strength a lot. It is the small, tiny muscles around your shoulder, around your tricep, around your, I don't know, elbow that are quite weak, but if you don't train them, they remain weak, and if you train them, they become stronger and they can stabilize you better and also prevent injury. Because if you follow like the 2-set method, I heard this shit from like Ian Barseghal. Like, am I the only one on the internet who doesn't glaze Ian Barseghal and like stroke his cock in every single video? Because everybody said, oh, the 2-set method is amazing. It doesn't have any support exercises and isn't even that efficient. So yeah, back to the video, and you should keep this at RPE 9 to 8, make it really, really intense because this workout session is really and really about power. Then at the end of the workout, this machine is going to be quite hard to find, but it is going to be decline bench press. Decline bench press is that you are lying down a little bit, like a 25-degree angle, and this is really, really good for your dips because in dips you are pushing down. In decline bench, you're also pushing down. And do this for 4 sets to 4 to 10 reps. I'm leaving this with a huge amount of freedom, so you can do whatever you want. Just keep it at RPE 8 to 9, also really, really intense. And that's it for the second day. Day 3 is going to be only focused on your weaknesses and preventing injury. Basically, no real dip work here. Now in dips, there are 2 weaknesses you can have. The first one, the most common, is the upper portion of the dip. It is that you feel really, really powerful, you go down, you go up, no problem, and you just can't lock out the dip. This is my problem. And the second one is that you go down and you just can't press it up because you are really bad at the down portion. I'm going to do 3 exercises that you can pick 1 or 2 from for each of these disadvantages or like weaknesses. The first exercise, if your weakness is the top part, it is weighted dips, but on top of adding weight, like you add just a small amount of weight, well, I add like 70 kilograms, but you also add a pretty thick resistance band, like this, over the top of your neck and down. I'm also going to show that on the video, and you do dips with that. This makes the resistance band really, really strong on just the upper portion, and you should make it that when you like go slightly, like almost 19 degrees, the band is hanging right now. Like you can grab the band and it isn't tensioned, and only when you go here it starts tensioning. So it should be really, really thick, and you should only feel the tension like from this angle upward. Second exercise is going to be tricep extensions. Because you really want to work on your tricep, you should do like cable, and mainly with like the rope attachment, and going from up, down. So you grab it and you really need to squeeze out your tricep at the end. And no cheat reps, absolutely no cheat reps, because you really want to program your mind and your muscles to locking out every single time. So when you lock out and it was like RPE 10, and you know that if you do the next one is not going to be really good form and you are probably not going to lock out all the way, just let it go. Now pause the dips, but you are not pausing at the bottom, you are kind of pausing at the top. You grab the dip bars, you go down, up to over here, pause, and then lock out. Or what you can do is that whilst doing regular dips, you go down, up, and then you only do the half portion, down, up, only the half portion. Kind of like this. And by the way, you should keep all of these support exercises from like the rep range of 4 to 8. Now, when you are not that good at the bottom portion, you are going to do deep, and I mean deep, pause the dips. I already mentioned this, but you should do even more of them. So go really, really deep, pause, and up. And the second exercise that you can do is that you can do dips, but you just slightly bounce at the bottom. This is what I mean. You go down, up, like that. And then basically whatever exercise that you go really, really deep in, you can do that. So really deep ring dips, really deep close grip bench press and stuff like that. Now I'm going to give you 3 exercises to bulletproof your shoulders to never get injured. The first one, I call it special lateral raise. How it looks, I'm going to put it on the screen right now, that you essentially start up straight doing lateral raises. You do like 5. Then you slightly start leaning forward until you literally get like over here, like completely bent forward. You do like 5 over there, and yeah, it looks like just on the screen. And then you also go up, and you can also do a couple of front raises. That's what I do because it hits literally all of the delts of the shoulder, because there are not 3 delts like the front, side, and the rear delt. Like I definitely have some pictures where I like pose my shoulder and it is like 17 different heads of the shoulder. So you want to hit each and every one of them, because essentially this should be a full shoulder workout, so you can pick any exercises you want to hit your shoulders. The next thing I recommend is doing incline or classic or decline dumbbell bench press, because the dumbbells make it a bit harder, so you focus on your stabilizer muscles. And then the third exercise is really, really weird and really, really specific, but it helped me. It is unilateral kettlebell bench press. So you just grab a kettlebell, you need to really focus on your grip. This is what you should also be focusing on doing dips, your grip, because the more you grip the bar, the more neural signals go into your arms, so also into your tricep. So your body really focuses on that arm and that pushing movement. So really squeeze the bar. Also really squeeze the bar on the unilateral kettlebell bench press, because you don't want it to fall in your face. And you do a couple reps of that. And yeah, this was the full video on how to improve your dips. What I really think would be useful to you is that you should check out this video, which is the 5 most common hand breaks for people that work out, which is stopping your progress to be as good as mine. And also, if you want to see my daily life, what I don't know, eat, do, how I train, you should definitely give me a follow on Instagram. Second link in the description. The first link in the description is my one-to-one coaching. So if you want personalized help to literally make progress 10 times faster than all of your competition, make sure to check that out. Bye.